Dozens of Gazans took part in a march to commemorate the International Day Against Torture. Around 194 Palestinians have died in Israeli prisons since 1967 due to torture or medical negligence. The demonstrators carried symbolic coffins of 20 Palestinian prisoners who have died in Israeli prisons since 2000. They also called for an end to the Israeli policy of torturing Palestinian prisoners and demanded their immediate release.
My son is serving a life sentence. His father and brother have died while he was in prison. I couldn't see them.
Why should our loved ones face this cruelty? We call on the UN and the international community to stop the torture of our families.
Torture is defined internationally as the act of inflicting severe pain or suffering, especially as a means of punishment or coercion. It is intentionally inflicted on a person and results in the victim experiencing extreme anguish of body and or mind. According to Palestinian Authority Minister of Detainees Affairs, Israel currently holds more than 11,000 Palestinian prisoners and systematically violates their rights.
Today is the International Day Against Torture. We want the whole world to know that more than 11,000 Palestinians have been kept in Israeli prisons. They have been tortured and gone through all sorts of indignities at the hands of Israelis who have violated even their basic rights.
Carrying pictures of their loved ones, prisoners' families and rights activists pleaded with the international community to break their silence over the mistreatment of Palestinian prisoners by Israel.
The prisoners are living in miserable situation. They are suffering from physical and psychological torturing on systematic and daily basis, depriving them from their basic rights since the Israeli occupation legalized their torture.
26 June was the day that the Convention Against Torture came into force. It was also the day that the United Nations Charter was signed, the first international instrument to embody obligations for member states to promote and encourage respect for human rights. Gazans say they are marching to remind the world of the plight of their fellow citizens who are being tortured in Israeli prisons. Ashraf Shannon, Press TV Gaza.